Hello everyone. So today we are back with this live mock analysis. So today we are going to discuss for a candidate who is preparing for PT academic. Let's start with the analysis. Okay, so this test was done today only, like 1st March, and this is mock 40A. So as you can see, listening is 71, reading is 74, speaking is 66, and writing is 78. Overall, this person had scored 72 in the mock, and based on these scores, they are able to score 65 plus as of now. Okay, so let's check how this person can achieve superior scores if they are trying for that. So coming to the first section of the speaking, which is read aloud. Let's check.
Globalization refers to a set of changes rather than a single change. Many of these changes are social, cultural, and political rather than purely economic, and one of the main drivers, in addition to the global marketplace, is the communication revolution.
Okay, so as we have seen, this person has a little bit issue in the pronunciation. Okay, and another thing is that there are a little bit of combination in the words, like the word is not getting properly pronounced, and each and every word is not getting separated as it should be. So that is one of the major reason that this person has lost a few marks. Alright, and overall the recording length was okay. 16 seconds for this much of a paragraph is okay. Coming to the next, read aloud.
We can see from the X-rays that at an earlier stage of painting, a window was painted at the left of the portrait. It seems that there maybe have been two windows in the initial design for the portrait, or that the window was moved at an earlier stage.
Okay, so as we have observed that they have said as earliest stage, okay, whereas it is only early. Okay, they have stopped a little bit, they have skipped this at word, they have stuck a little bit here, and also that the window they have stuck, and also at an early stage they have stopped here. So due to this lack of fluency, they have lost good scores in their fluency as well as pronunciation, which indirectly impacted their content scores as well, right? So if they have moved in a proper way, then this would not have been the case. Coming to the third, read aloud.
History is selective. What history books tell us about the past is not everything that happened, but what historians have selected. They cannot put in everything. Choices have to be made. Choices must similarly be made about which aspects of the past should be formally taught to the next generation in the shape of a school history lesson.
Okay, so as we can see, again there was an issue with the pronunciation. Alright, so due to that thing they have lost the scores. They have lost good scores in pronunciation, fluency as well as content. Okay, so if you are not reading the words properly, it will not get recognized properly, and if it is not getting recognized properly, that means that the person was not able to read the sentence properly, and they are not able to speak properly. Due to this thing, their both scores in speaking as well as reading will go down. So always focus to try to improve your pronunciation. Coming to the fourth, read aloud, it is of 16 seconds, and they have got 64 marks. Let's see.
A single protein is a mass regulator of mouse muscle for during aging. A new study finds blocking this protein increased muscle strength and endurance in old animals. It may play a role in age-related muscle weakening in humans.
Okay, so again the same issue, like they were unable to maintain the fluency, they have stuck somewhere here and there, and the pronunciation is also not that much good. So I will be doing like a sample of this thing, so you can understand like how this read alouds have to be done. Okay, so starting from first, globalization refers to a set of changes rather than a single change. Many of these changes are social, cultural, and political rather than purely economic, and one of the main drivers in addition to the global marketplace is the communication revolution. Coming to the next one, we can see from the X-rays that at an early stage of painting, a window was painted at the left of the portrait. It seems that there may have been two windows in the initial design for the portrait, or that the window was moved at an early stage. History is selective. What history books tells us about the past is not everything that happened, but what historians have selected. They cannot put in everything. Choices have to be made. Choices must similarly be made about which aspects of the past should be formally taught to the next generation in the shape of school history lessons. A single protein is a master regulator of mouse muscle function during aging, a new study finds. Blocking this protein increased muscle strength and endurance in old animals. It may play a role in age-related muscle weakening in humans. Right, so we have done 4 read alouds as of now. We have completed that as well. So coming to this fifth read aloud, let's check how they have scored 69 score.
Welfare has a special political meaning to the United States because it refers to how the poor receives financial aid. In comparison, welfare service regarded as a universal right in other regions like Europe, where it is believed that all citizens should be able to obtain a minimal level of social support and well-being.
Okay, so again, as we can see, this person has read some words inappropriately, like it is this is receives, but they have said as perceives. So that is not the correct way. Like if you are having something, you have to read that accurately. This is not something you have to made it on your own. So it is already present in you, in front of you. You just have to read it. And even with the sentence present in front of you, even though if you are making mistakes, that means your listening skills is bad. Alright, so let's check how this can be done. Welfare has a special political meaning to the United States because it refers to how the poor receives financial aid. In comparison, welfare services are regarded as a universal right in other regions like Europe, where it is believed that all citizens should be able to obtain a minimal level of social support and well-being. Right? In this way, you have to read your read alouds. If you are doing in that way, you will definitely get full scores in your speaking as well as reading. Okay, coming to the sixth read aloud, let's check.
Australia has one of the world's most important mining industries. It is a major exporter of coal, iron ore, gold, and copper, and is self sufficient in all mineral bar petroleum. Since the first discoveries of the coal in 1798, mineral production has risen every year. In the decade to 1992, it doubled.
Okay, so again, as we can observe that this person has little bit of issues with the pronunciation. Let's check how this can be done. Australia has one of the world's most important mining industries. It is a major exporter of coal, iron ore, gold, and copper, and is self sufficient in all minerals bar petroleum. Since the first discoveries, the coal in 1798, mineral production has risen every year. In the decade to 1992, it doubled. Right? So, this is how you have to pronounce it. Coming to the last read aloud, they have done in 22 seconds and they have scored 68.
Moods may also have an effect on how information is processed by influencing the extent to which judges rely on pre existing internal information or focus on new external information. Positive moods promote more holistic and top down process style, while negative moods recruit more stimulus driven and bottom up processing.
So here they have it is processing style, but they have read as process style. Alright, and processed was not read properly. Negative recruit is not read properly. So this is the reason they have lost the scores in pronunciation. So let's check how this can be done. Modes may also have an impact on how information is processed by influencing the extent to which judges rely on pre-existing internal information or focus on new external information. Positive modes promote more holistic and top-down processing style, while negative modes recruit more stimulus-driven and bottom-up processing. Right? So wherever there are commas and full stops, you have to take proper gaps so that you are able to maintain your breaths. If you are unable to do that, then your read aloud will not be improving a lot. Okay, so this is how you have to do it. Coming to the repeat sentences, this person has again got low scores. For if they are targeting for 79 plus, I have said this many a times that in read aloud you have to get constantly at least 75 plus. But as you can see, this person has 68, 60, 69, 64, 63, 62, 83. So only the first read aloud was perfect, rest all were not so good. Coming to repeat sentences, they have to keep it at least 80 plus in all the times, but here as you can see they have got 68, 73, 71. None of them are up to the mark for superior scores. Alright, so let's check how this person has did it.
Early next year, there is a major auction of his work.
So again, although the sentence was very small, this could be done within 3 or 4 seconds. This person took 6 seconds and also went really slow. Okay,
Early next year, there is a major auction of his work.
so this can be read as early next year there's an auction, major auction of his work. Right? So always try to mimic the original method.
The pharmacy was closed when I went past this morning.
The pharmacy was closed when I went past this morning.
So this person is doing slowly as well as the pronunciation is not that much clear. The pharmacy was closed when I went past this morning. This could be done within 3 or maximum 4 seconds.
In our city, students have access to 13 libraries.
So they have messed up here college. Due to that thing they have lost the score and also they are taking very slow to the reading.
In our city, students have access to 13 college libraries.
As you can understand that the audio was about 3 seconds only, but this person took twice the amount.
You must go to reception to pick up your student card.
So here this person fumbled a little bit here, but since they have spoken all the words properly, they have got 84.
The African elephant is the largest living mammal on the planet.
So this person has stopped a lot more times here.
Student loans are now available for international students.
Okay, so
Student loans are now available for international students.
so as you can see, this person has still to improve their repeat sentences. That's how they can focus on that.
The image gives information about percentage of population in urban areas. The x-axis represents world, Africa, Asia, Europe, Latin America, and North America. There are various numbers given on the graph. In the world, the population increased from 29 to 60 throughout 1950 to 2030. While in North America, the population is highest, which increased from 64% to 87% from 2030 to 1950.
So again, as you can see, this person has lost their fluency and also is not able to focus on the pronunciation. So if they do that, they will definitely get good scores in the describe images as well. Right? Similarly with the case in their retail lectures. Alright. So if they focus on their pronunciation and fluency, they will definitely increase their scores. So this is the reason why their listening and speaking and as well as reading scores are impacted. Let's check this. SWT, they have got 7 of 7, which is a good score. 10 of 15, they have made spelling mistakes and grammatical errors. um, let's check. So as you can see, this artificial spelling is gone here, artificial again gone here, various spelling is gone here. Then okay, then rest are sentence formation errors. So maybe the person might not have got the template properly, or they might have made too many uh, additions, due to which this they have got their scores lesser. Right, coming to the next right from say, again as you can see, there are a little bit of spelling errors, and grammar has gone very poor. So whenever you are adding something, make sure that you are making that fit properly into the sentence. So for that you need to have a little bit understanding of the sentence formation. If you do not have this issue, then it will give you reduced scores in your main exam, right? Okay, so as you can see that I have very little time for socializing. Either this should be socializing, or this should be like to socialize. So such kind of basic errors happen every day. If we keep on practicing your English in the everyday life, then these things will be immediately caught by your eyes. Coming to the reading section, so this first went really well, second is also good, no issues with one blank, third one also went good, fourth one they have made up two mistakes, which is not good, fifth one went good. So let's check what is the answer. So as you can see, around Mach 0.8, when the first supersonic shock waves dash the wing to Mach 1.2. So here this should be form on. Form on means producing the effect on the wings. So that is what form on. Form on here refers to the producing the effect on the wing. So here diverge is like expanding, whereas form on means focusing at one point. So the focus of the supersonic shock waves will be at the wings. So that's what it is telling about. Coming to the next thing, one of the characteristics of good information identified earlier was that it should be balanced in an ideal world. Dash or balanced information would present all the dash for dash. Okay, so here as you can see, when it is telling about the balanced, then it should be objective. Objective means giving some information, okay, presenting something which is valuable, that is called as objective evidence, right? Then you have objective or balanced information will present all the evidence for and against. So that means they are providing reasons, reasons for or against. So this is how you have to understand and focus on how the proper sentences can be made. Coming to the read alouds, so this person has got 0 of 3 and 1 of 4. So both of these are not good. So this person needs to focus on forming proper sentences. Alright. So if this person had just interchanged 1 and 2 here, this would have got full marks, because reorders is based on pairing of marks. So 3 and 1 will be given as 1 mark, 1 and 2 will be given as 1 mark, 2 and 4 will be given as 1 mark. So here, since both of these middle are wrong, they have got 0 marks. Fill in the blanks reading is good, 4 of 4. then we have 5 of 5, then we have 4 of 4, 4 of 4, 4 of 5. So overall fill in the blanks reading is good, but this person needs to focus on fill in the blanks reading writing, right? So coming to the last important task, which is listening, let's check. As SST is given, so here, as I have always said, whenever you are using connectors, make sure that you are combining the word with comma. This person has used space after the word, so furthermore it should be coming comma. And also they have made spelling mistake here. They have added two r's in this. This is due to negligence. So if they have just written one r, they would have got good scores. Only due to this one issue they have lost 1 mark in spelling, right? And then however the arguments raised also emphasized dash on climate change, so here on was not needed. They should have just read as raised also emphasized climate change. That would have been enough. The next thing is and the problems of security. So and the problems should be coming here. So that is how you can improve your vocabulary as well as grammar scores, and this will also contribute to your content. Since this person has made some mistakes, they have lost good scores in the content, due to which they have got only 5. Coming to the listening, this person has only made one mistake here. This is inundated and they have written as inhabitable, so this is due to listening error. Highlight incorrect words is 5 of 5, which is good. Then we have again 5 of 5, good. 3 of 4, this person have lost 1 mark, so this person needs to be alert while the listening section is on the go. Alright, coming to the right form dictation, they have got 8 of 10. So this person could have written as argument instead of arguments, so they have lost 1 mark here, and due to in they have lost another mark. Here again 8 of 11, they have got marks. If this person would have written as observations where like that, then they would have got at least 10. Okay, activities was completely missed, no issues, but they should have used the and r, that would have given them good scores. Coming to this, again they have missed like other. For other they have written as another, so that is also another listening error. Last one is also due to the inappropriate sentences. Okay, so they have got lost 1 mark here. So overall, as you can see, 1 mark lost here, 2 marks lost here, 3 marks lost here, 2 marks lost here. So totally this person has lost 1 2 3 plus 3 6 6 plus 2 8. So this person has lost 8 marks in writing and 8 marks in listening. That much impact is present here. If this person has done the WFT correctly, then they would have got 79 easily in this, and this would have got easily above like at least 83 plus, right? So this is how each and every task contributes the scores, and very keen observation has to be done while you are practicing your mocks. Okay, whenever you are doing mocks, be alert, attentive and very active to make sure that you are not losing any marks, so that you make yourself perfect to get superior in the main exam. Also focus a lot on your pronunciation as well as fluency. Do not get panicked, do not try to speak faster. Okay, if you speak faster, your words will get clubbed and your pronunciation will deteriorate. Alright, so never do that thing. Go slowly and have some patience whenever you are practicing. Do not go after the speed, focus on the pronunciation more. Alright, so that's all for this mock analysis. You can manage it if you are focusing on the said weakness areas. I will try to do another mock analysis in the evening if possible. Alright, let's check are there any questions. Can you please do one live class on inserting our ideas in template for essay writing? Okay. And what is your strategy for write from dictation? Okay, for write from dictation I usually do in this way, that I first hear the audio, try to understand what the audio wants to tell about, then I start writing. Or else if the audio is too big, I immediately start writing it directly on the board, like directly on the text box, and then I will think about that later on. So these are two of the methods. Either you can listen completely and then you focus on what it was said and then you write it in your clear words. Otherwise, if you tend to forget immediately, then increase your typing speed, start writing immediately as soon as the audio starts. Give at least a little bit of 2 or 3 letters idea, so that you are able to understand it what you wanted to say. Like if you are writing about educated, then you can write it as EDCTD. So at that time you can easily understand that you are talking about educated, because audio was just finished at that time. You would easily understand what you wanted to write. Alright. No, I don't write on paper, uh, especially not for write from dictation. I do write on paper for only for written lecture as well as this SST. SST also not. I will write mostly for only for discrimage and written lecture. Only for these two things I will take the use of paper. For SST and write from dictation I write directly on the computer. Alright, so I think that's enough. We will try to answer your questions in the evening section as well. Alright, thank you for your time guys. I will share this link in the evening. Alright, take care.